as we kind of touched on at the top of the show.
Morning from a very, very grey, drab Edinburgh morning. So yes, you heard me, I'm in Edinburgh. I came up yesterday. We're going to go on the hunt for some bottles. We're going to look at some shops. We're going to see what there is. And then back down the road. Come with me as we adventure into the east. Fucking honestly. But no, seriously, welcome to Edinburgh. I had a big night last night, as you can probably see on my face. Drink responsibly. Went to Johnny Walker, that was great. Went to a wee speakeasy place, lovely cocktail. Went to Fingers, the piano bar, that was an experience. And then came back here, and then woke up. It's very dark, can I get this? Nah, can I get it in later? We're going to go, the plan today is we're going to hit up a couple of Edinburgh's infamous, renowned whiskey shops. We're going to show you what they have, if there's anything, maybe get something. Then hopefully, I might be going somewhere in Leaf before I get my train. So come with me and we'll see what happens. Because come with me, you're not going anywhere. You're watching a fucking screen. So aye, let's do it. Okay, as you can see, it's miserable. It's absolutely grim. Sorry for the Palpatine impression, but so we're going to get out and about, but I think I'm going to have to limit the camera footage to inside places and look at the outside wandering about. It's too bad. We'll do what we need to do. And as you can see, it continued to get wet. So off I set. Ordered a cab for obvious reasons. First stop, however, was the wonderful Woodwinters Wines and Whiskies. This is located about 5 minutes from the Royal Mile driving and about a 20-minute walk, as I discovered when I walked back from the rain coming up. Now they've got a really solid, good selection of bottles here. You can see there's plenty of independents. They've got some Campbelltown bottles still on the shelf, peeking there, as you can see. It's almost like this is how whiskey shops used to be when stuff was just sitting on shelves. It was really nice to just see a good selection of core bottles, independents, some Thompson Brothers on the shelf just sitting. It ranged from, as you saw, the Thompson Brothers sherry blend right up to 120, 130 pound bottles. They did have a good selection of beers and some wines, and then further in the back, more expensive wines, as it is Woodwinters Whiskey and Wines, but as you know, I wasn't there. I did have a great chat with Mike, the manager. We chatted for about 20 minutes. He was really accommodating, and then I made my excuses. And I left in the pouring rain. I stopped and looked at this because it was quite nice. Don't know what it is. Absolutely fucking things I do for this channel, I swear to God. I would show you the view, but you can't see it because of the clouds. But Arthur's seat's in front of me. Oh, hang on, let me change. There's an Arthur's seat. As you can see, it's fucking miserable. So onto the Royal Mile, which the rain was just pouring in like a river, and we got to Cadenheads. Scotland's oldest independent bottler, so I wasn't expecting anything. I got in, it was nice and warm. I thought maybe I'll get a couple of Cadenheads bottlings, and then as we're looking about, yep, you've clocked it. They have Springbank on the shelf, but not any Springbank. It's a local barley, 11-year-old. Could not believe it. Obviously, there was more Cadenhead bottles. As you can see, the 7 Stars is up there. We'll talk a wee bit about that in a second. Other ones. I had a look at the other selections behind the counter. They had a good mix. They had some Ardnamurchan up there as well, direct. Some older bottles. There's old Lochnagar, and then there's their own bottled collection. Now, feel free to pause and have a look here, guys, because there is some really interesting stuff. The shop's just been remodelled, and then I asked some silly questions here.
So see, in terms of these, so this is it just basically instead of a cask, it's in a glass jar.
So,
Presentation, like.
yeah, I mean, so we did used to have them in.
Is it like an affinity one? Is that
Pretty
what
much.
Right.
Yeah, so they're almost infinity blended malt.
Got you.
We did used to have them in wooden casks, obviously, but that's now illegal.
And is that what these are here?
Yes, these are just pre-bottled ones.
Right.
Sorry, it's peated predominantly Islay.
Yep.
Might be a bit of Arnold in the end. They do a chop and change quite often. We didn't
Video it, and then it's just me talking in my house going, I forgot to video this.
And yep, I give some great insight here.
Aye, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
The wood comes right through in that.
I've guessed from an oak cask. But here's some of their individual bottles. They are working. I'm still kind of wishing I'd picked it up. But back to the Springbanks. As you can see, they have a good selection.
Well, it's Cadenheads. Tony the manager, lovely guy. Had a wee couple of drams. Tried the, as you saw, the oak cask and the infinity bottle type vibe. I tried Ardnamurchan, Oloroso, that was really nice. And I also tried, what was the other one I tried? Can't even remember. I need to look at the video. I need to have breakfast. And then as you saw, they had the white whale, it was there. Springbank, local barley on the shelf. So this absolute torture has been worthwhile. So the bottle hunt success continues. This is, I need to think what else I'm after now. Maybe the Chichibu Adelphi. Right, come on Royal Mail. Give me a wee bit of luck. Get a Chichibu. I'll be in fucking ecstasy. Anyway, we continue on.
Okay, so first up, whiskey and wine. Now, to be honest, the staff in this shop were really nice. The staff in most of the shops were really nice and allowed me to video, hence why I blurred that. But if you're watching this video, then you buy and you drink whiskey, and all I can say is, please don't go into these and buy the bottles. They're tourist traps. It's quite sad. As I said, the staff are nice, but you can't be going in there and paying double rate. Old Town Whiskey was the same. I went in, I asked if I could video, and then the guy got a bit aggy saying don't video anybody, don't do anything, and I just thought to myself, do you know what, I don't know why I'm showing you these shops, because I don't want to encourage anyone to go in. If you look up the reviews online, you'll see exactly what I mean. I will show this. They did have the Macallan, Sir Peter Blake. I think I'll zoom in on it in a second, but I should have asked the price just for the comedy value, but I didn't. So I've not really got much else to say. Whiskey bar, I passed this and I thought I'll have a wee wander in, because this is somewhere that I'm sure if you passed on the mile you might think to yourself, oh, go in here and have a wee look. Again, staff were lovely, they let me wander in. It was still early in the day, it was like lunchtime, so it was dead, and I just thought, have a wee look, take a wee video of the bottles. There was nothing too stellar that I could see, so maybe pause and have a look and see if there's anything that stands out in your eyes. But then we made it to Royal Mail Whiskey, and I think this is a shop that I've bought quite a significant amount of bottles from in the past and still continue to do so. They do the Drams Reward, they do their own independent bottles, well, exclusives, and so I'm just going to be a wee bit quiet now and just let you guys watch all the bottles. Enjoy. And I'm back. So apologies for the camera work, guys. It was freezing, it was cold, it was wet, so the iPhone it was, and it wasn't great, as you can see. So we left there. I left there. Didn't purchase anything. Purchased a glass, maybe, I think. And then headed up. That was another one of those whiskey trails. Just avoid it. This is at the top of the mile, and I was heading towards, I believe you pronounce it the Insinuate. I'm not sure.
I tried it. I love it. I'm a massive Ardnamurchan Mucking fanboy.
So we've got 5 on the bottle there. Thompson's usually we've got like 7 or 8. Yeah. But now we've sold up new.
So I had a great selection. Bar staff were fantastic. This was a SVR blend in a sherry cask, so I thought I had to have a bit of that.
Yeah, castle's up there, but I can't be bothered. I'm so tired. Right, so we were in the Ensign Gurt. I think that's how you pronounce it. We're waiting for a taxi. We're heading down to Woven Whisky now. They're in Leaf, so I'm excited for that. Pete, the master blender of Woven, invited me down. We'll have a wee chat and we'll see what's going on, and then I need to dash back to get the train. Also, you've noticed a lot of iPhone footage is pissing down, so I didn't feel comfortable getting in the big camera. So hopefully the footage is alright and you accept me jumping between the cameras.
And so I arrive at Woven's location at the biscuit factory in Leaf, and as I walk in, who else but the man himself, Pete, hard at work.
Well, hello. Hello.
Now, can you tell that that was totally unscripted?
That's it, fucking good.
Woven is a bunch of guys who got together and in 2021 launched their Woven Experiences bottles, which is blended whiskey. The whole point is it's not binary. It's not you've got to work it out. People can get a bit too serious about whiskey and try and understand it more, whereas actually what Woven care about is make good liquid for good times and get the right experience. Now my time here was extremely limited. I had to run and get my train, to the point where these drams that I was trying were unbelievable and made me nearly miss it. But we'll definitely be back with some more Woven stuff in the future. Hopefully maybe a wee interview as well with the guys.
Just in my bag. And that's because he's... Off you go. Off you go.